look, there's lots of gossip about this group, Ranil. You know, is it about bringing Liz back? Is it a lobbying group? Is it a pressure group? Is it a policy group? Reveal today, as you're one of the key people in it, one of the front people. What is it?
Well, look, great to be with you. And I mean, ultimately, the Prime Minister himself has actually said we've got to go for growth. It's one of his 5 priorities. And we believe, I think, in the Conservative Party, that it's right to go for growth by slashing red tape, by targeting tax cuts and refocusing the state. And so that's what this group's about. It's about coming up with the right ideas, as we see it, to transform the country. And, you know, I think there's a whole host of things that we can do that will really secure growth now, as well as growth in the years ahead, because the Western economies are flatlined for far too long. And we've now got to make sure that...
Well, I can say that's music to our ears. So it sounds it's policy, not launching a Liz comeback.
It's absolutely about policy, not personality. Liz is absolutely someone who believes in going for growth. But I'm delighted that we've got over 50 colleagues who've joined this group and are all focused on making sure that we've got new policies for the NHS, new policies for the environment, new policies for quality of life across this country. And it doesn't involve more spending and more tax rises.
Some people might say that, you know, you, the Liz Truss administration, you were in her cabinet. You had your chance, you blew it, and so that a period of silence and letting Rishi Sunak and his government get on with it would be appreciated. What would you say to people who said that?
Well, I'd say that we want to work with the government, and I had a very good meeting briefly with Jeremy Hunt this week. He's going to see us again in the not-too-distant future, so that we're actually engaging with the government. So this is a team effort. We know as a party that there's a lot of work to be done, and we want to make sure that the best ideas are there, not only for now, but also going to the manifesto and going past the next election.
Ranil, can I just ask a couple of quick questions? How many members have you got in this group? How big is it?
We've got over 50.
Over 50. Is Liz a member of this group?
She's very much a supporter of the group.
OK, well, I'm not sure what that is, a member or supporter. OK, are you launching in the House on Monday? I'm saying this because I've read so much in the papers. I'm just trying to work out what's right or not. Are you launching on Monday in the House?
We have met every Wednesday for the last 3 weeks, and we'll keep doing that. In fact, we had to take an evening off this last Wednesday because of the 1922 event. But we have indeed met regularly, and we will continue to do so.
Well, you answered my last 2 questions in one. When do you meet and how often? So you've done them. Well done.
Just quickly, Rana, while you're here, you were in Liz Truss's cabinet. You're very much an insider. And obviously you still want to pursue the policy agenda that she sort of was elected as leader on. Where do you think it went wrong for Liz? Why do you think, you know, it didn't work out for her?
Well, Liz is going to set out her own thoughts in her own way, but I think it's very clear that there were many challenges that were faced by government, both in terms of structure, in terms of some of the other organisations that we were working with. Indeed, I'm sorry to say, unfortunately, the IMF said that Liz shouldn't cut taxes, and now says this week that we need to cut taxes. You know, that shows some of the challenges we face. But equally, there were things that could have been done differently. And Liz acknowledges that, and I think we'll say more on that in the coming days.
Do we know exactly when she's going to be saying? Have you got a timescale for when she's going to be saying that? Can you really exclusively tell us when this is going to be all revealed to the nation?
I think you wouldn't be at all surprised to find out a little bit more this weekend.
A little bit more this weekend. Right. There isn't much left. That means tomorrow.